internet. It's time once again for gaming with Max Von Puppet. That's me. So, as you can tell, again, we're going to take a look at another video game this time. This time, we're going to take a look at one of my favorite games right now called Civilization V. I've been playing really far too much of this game lately, and I gotta tell you, it's just a total blast. I love it. Now, before we get into it, let me give you a little bit of my history with Civilization. I played the original Civilization game way back in the day when it first came out and loved it. I played some Civilization 2 when it came out. I even played this weird version of Civilization that was released by somebody other than Firaxis, but it was still Sid Meier Civilization. I can't remember what that was called, and now I can't find it when I try to Google it. But I played that for a little while, and then I played a whole crap ton of Civilization 3. That was my favorite game of the Civilization series. I really loved Civ 3. Never really played Civ 4, so I can't really say much to that. But I've played a bunch of Civ 5 now, and I gotta say I really like this game. It's just a whole lot of fun. It's probably the best of the series with the Gods and Kings expansion and the Brave New World expansion. It's probably the most in-depth and detailed Civilization series I've ever played, and I really love it. I'm really looking forward to Sid Meier's space game when that one comes out too. We'll talk about that one in a future video. But for now, let's look at Civilization V.
Okay guys, here we are, Civilization 5.
This is a good place to found a city.
I'm going to try
Food
and
and
turn these little
resources
tutorial
are
things off as
plentiful
they come
here.
up. I apologize
Press
for them
your
being there.
settlers found city.
They pop up all the
Consider
time.
sending your war.
And the truth is that I've seen them all before because I played this game enough by now to get some of that. So there we go. I've decided to just create a simple game. I'm not going to play for very long. I just wanted to show you what I like about the game and how it works. And so I just went with a simple game. I'm running the Meier because I've never played them before, and because I like their cultural power. They get free great people every 300 and some odd years after they research theology, and that sounds really fantastic to me. I'm all into that. Let's do that. I made it on a standard size map with a standard difficulty, which I gotta tell you kind of scares me a little bit because I haven't quite played that many games on difficulty 4, which is the standard difficulty. I don't think it'll be too difficult, and besides, I'm not going to play through the full game. I'm just going to show you probably about 20 minutes of gameplay just so we can see what the game looks like, and you can see how it all works. So we're going to start off here. I'm in this plains area. I'm tempted to move over to the forest, build my city, but I think I'm just going to go ahead and build it right here. We're going to start right here. Alright, so I built my first city, Lanque, and you can get in there, you can take a look at it. More of this stuff
The
right
city
here.
screen provides.
As you can see, there's all kinds of really cool things. One of the things, so if you've played Civilization before, you'll notice that the first thing you'll notice is that this game is hex-based as opposed to square-based, which is all the previous Civilizations. Also, if you've played Civilization 5 before, you'll notice that I don't have the little cloud icons on. I've got just this little black squares around me. Part of that has to do with the fact that when I run it at the higher level graphics, I get a lot of lag on things. It runs okay, like I can play the game fine, and most of the time it's fine, but I prefer to play it like this, especially when I'm recording, because I get enough lag as it is when I'm recording. Not really noticeable to you guys necessarily, but there's some lag, and then I didn't want to add more lag to it by running it on the highest quality settings I can get, because, my machine's kind of limited. I'm a puppet. There's only so much money I have to spend on this kind of stuff, so, but other than that, other than having these black squares instead of the clouds as the fog of war, everything looks pretty much the same. So, let's look at what we have here on our. This is one of the things I really like. The city screen is a lot different than previous games. So you got over here. It tells you what's built in your city. I have the palace, right, which has a great work of art slot available. I can also do this, citizen management. This allows me to see where my citizens are working. Right now they're working over here in this tile to build me some food. Right, which is great. There's cows in that tile. There's cattle. It's a cattle tile, and I get moo cows, and they give me food. And so my guy's over there, and he's building me food. Right. I've also got cotton, which is really awesome. I get cotton there. I've got over here. This tile is just food tile. I was thinking there's something in it, but it's my warriors. And over here in this tile, I got stone. And then you see this tile here is highlighted in pink. That's because it will, when my my borders expand, that's more than likely going to be the one that's probably... In fact, I guarantee you that that's where it's going to expand to, because that's cotton. More cotton, which would be great. Although, honestly, I think I'd rather it expands into this dye section since I've already got some cotton, but that's fine. More cotton's always good. I do have the option of buying tiles. It'll give me a little ring and tell me how much each tile costs. I don't have any gold right now, but I am making 3 per turn, so that's fine. So I don't have the option of actually buying anything. And that's the city screen. I really like it a lot. It gives you a lot of really cool information, and you can really micromanage your city a lot if you want to get into that. So here's my warriors. You can see here my warriors. It gives you the strength for the warriors. That gives you their movement rate. They can move 2 tiles per turn. Unfortunately, rough terrain like forests and mountain hills count for two movements. So warriors aren't the fastest units in the world, but they're great for beginning exploring. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to head up to this hill and see what's around me. Oh, look, I'm right along the coastline. All right, now you'll see here it says choose production. Oh, I want to show you some other things about this screen. There's a lot of really cool stuff going on the screen. So I got this great information here up on the top. This tells me how much science I'm producing empire-wide. Right now, I'm producing 4 from my city, right? I'm producing gold. I'm producing 3 gold from my city, right? I have no trade routes at the moment. My citizens are happy. I have 5. I have 9. I'm producing an excess of 5 happiness total, right? Because what happens is I have 9 happiness from these sources right here. 9 from the difficulty level, so I'm getting 9 happiness just from the difficulty level of the game, so a base of 9 happiness. Then I have 4 unhappiness because there are 3 generated from the number of cities. You get the more cities you have, the more unhappy people get. I guess it's just, I'm not really sure I understand how that works. I guess it's kind of like a, you know, you're spread out all over the place and people are just kind of generally unhappy with how large things are. And then I get 1 generated by the number of people. The more crowded your empire is, the more unhappy people get. So the population increases your unhappiness. So I've got 4 unhappiness, but I've got 9 total happiness, which makes my overall happiness 5, which means my people are pretty happy. Then I've got, this is progress towards a golden age. So you get these little, this is really cool. It tells you how long far away you are from your next golden age. It's kind of neat. So I have 500 points progress, 500 points needed for my next golden age, and I have 0 of those right now. I'm getting 5 added each turn for my excess happiness, right? So the happier your people are, the closer you get to your next golden age, which is great. When in a golden age, you get a lot of bonuses. You can see right here on the screen. I'm not going to read them all out loud. I'm sure you can read them. Then you get, this is policies. This is a neat thing in this game. So just to let you know, I am playing with the 2 expansions for the game, Gods and Kings and Brave New World. When I bought the game, it came with both of those expansions. I got it in a humble bundle, and so I got these really great expansions that came with the game, and I really, really like some of the stuff that Brave New World added to the game. A lot of it is late game stuff like ideologies, but I just dig the new civilizations they added to the game, and the faith rules with the religion is really cool. It adds a lot of new stuff, and I like this. So if you have vanilla and you're not seeing the screen looks a little different than what you're used to, that's why I'm playing with those expansions. So policy, you generate culture for your cities. Right now I'm generating 1 culture per turn, and I need 25 culture to adopt a new social policy. Social policies are really cool. They allow you to determine what type of culture your people have, and they actually give you in-game bonuses. Everything in this game is all about in-game bonuses, and so it's all game mechanic-y. Like you can really be a gamist when you're playing this game. If you're really into playing games, it's all about the game mechanics. This is the game for you. It's all about the game mechanics. Everything in this game is all about the game mechanics. Hardly any of it is flavor, and it's all game mechanic related. And while some of it is there's a flavor overlay to it, like the social policies have names and stuff like that. It doesn't have an actual flavor effect on the game. It's purely just game mechanics, and I kind of like that. Tourism is another thing that's new to this game compared to other Civilization games. You get, as you add great works to your civilization, so they could be great works of art, or they could be great music, they could be great works of writing. You can get great writers that appear in your city, and they'll write their famous novels or stories or plays. Those things will add to your tourism, and tourism is necessary for a cultural victory. There's multiple ways you can win this game, like in previous versions of the game, and one of them is a cultural victory. You win by influencing the other cities. So let's take a look at the victory progress screen so you can see some of this stuff. There's a lot of stuff in this game, right? So look, there's the domination victory. This is the total number of civilizations in there, and in order to win the domination victory, you have to be in control of the original capitals of each culture. You don't have to take them over entirely, just their capitals, right? The science victory, this is the traditional one that a lot of people like to go for when playing Civilization. It's my favorite one. That's where you build a spaceship and you colonize other planets. So that's this science victory. This is my progress towards a science victory. I'm not very progressed at all, right? Not even close to getting a science victory at all. Diplomatic victory. This is the diplomatic victory. Is at some point you create the United Nations in the game, and one of the proposals you can make to the United Nations is that you should be elected world leader. And if you can manage to get yourself voted in as world leader, which is not as easy as it sounds, you can win a diplomatic victory. In order to do that, though, you need 40 delegates. You need 40 votes to become world leader. Right now, there is no United Nations or even a World Congress, so I have no votes, so I'm nowhere close to getting a diplomatic one. And then down here, the cultural victory. This is how much influence you have over each civilization. Right now, I have no influence over any of these civilizations culturally. I haven't yet actually played toward trying to win with a cultural victory. I would like to do that one of these times, so maybe one of these times I'll make a game and play that. But for now, I'm mostly sticking to science victories. I've done a domination victory, and I've even done a diplomatic victory. Diplomatic victories are fun. I like it. But I did that with diplomatic victory on the difficulty level 1, so it was kind of unfair. Like, diplomatic, I played level 1. It was my first game. I played level 1 because I'd never played Civ 5 before, and I wanted to learn the game, and that's the difficulty you play at to learn how the game works. And I learned a whole lot about how the game works in that game, but you seriously dominate the AI in that game at difficulty 1. It's almost not worth playing at that point. And this tells you how many returns there are remaining, what my current score is. My current score right now is 22. This is from cities, population, land I own, and technologies. I'm at level 22. Or I'm at score of 22. So there's victory progress. It's kind of cool. And you notice over here, we'll go back over here, there's a whole bunch of information that you can get for this game. Your advisory council, demographics, diplomacy, economic, espionage, military. The game gets really detailed. Like I said before, the game is really super detailed, and I actually kind of like that it's super detailed. So let's get on with the actual gameplay itself, right? One other thing I wanted to show you before we get to the gameplay. This thing over here, this is the info panel. This allows you can see what you're currently researching, right? What science you're currently researching. You can see, I got like, I have agriculture, right? I got agriculture, which gives me Atlatist. Only the Meier ability unit. Oh, it's a unique unit for me, the Atlatist. It replaces the archer. And then it allows me to construct farms. I don't have any workers yet, so constructing farms isn't going to happen, but that allows you to see what you're doing for science. There's the unit list, so you can see where all your units are. There's my city list, so you can see how my cities are doing, what their population is. This number here is how many turns it'll be until they get a population increase. That's their current population. Right? That's their strength. That's their defensive strength. And this is what they're producing, how much production they're making right now. Right, and then what else we got in here? Resource list. It tells you how many resources you've got. I've got resources, but it's not showing them right now, which is fine. And then great person list. So I don't have any great persons right now. I mostly keep this one up on my research so I can see how close I am to my next technology. But let's start. We'll start by picking. Palanque is available for.
I have some
tutorials.
information.
Palanque is available to build something new, so we can build something. Now, let's see, my economic advisor is suggesting that I build a monument. I think I'm going to skip that right now, and I'm going to go for a scout. Scouts are almost exactly like they were in any other Civ game. They're the fastest early game units because they can move over rough terrain as if it were clear terrain, and so they only have that two movement points in the beginning of the game, but they keep that 2 movement no matter where they're going through, no matter what kind of terrain they're going through. So that's really good. And they're exactly perfect for exploring, which is what I want to do early in the game, is explore. Because what you want to find are ruins. Early in the game, you want to find ruins. Ruins give you stuff. They give you random things, unless you're playing the Shoshone and you get a Shoshone Pathfinder, but that's a whole different discussion. But ruins give you random things, but they're things like extra gold, extra culture, extra faith. They can give you a free technology. It's pretty cool. They can send population to your city, so your population increases. The ruins are neat. You want those.
Excuse
More
me.
tutorials. So let's see. Let's look at the technology tree and see where we want to go. I think what I want to do is I want to go for animal husbandry right away because I do have those cattle right nearby. Although I think theology is something I want to aim for as soon as I possibly can. But that's way over here in the medieval era, so I'm not going to worry too much about theology. Pottery is going to be something I'm probably going to go for next. So animal husbandry first for the sake... Oh, you know what? I don't have any... I don't have any workers. Anyway, I don't have any workers, so it's not going to really matter too much. And it's probably going to take me a few turns to get to the worker. So let's go with pottery first. I like to go for pottery first because pottery gives me... pottery gives me the granary. What allows me to build the shrine? I usually go for the shrine pretty early in the game, and now I can't remember what allows me to build the shrine. But a granary is not bad. A granary increases food resources, but I don't have anything nearby that I want to use the granary on. I think we're back to going to animal husbandry. Let's go to animal husbandry first. We're gonna go to animal husbandry first. There we go. We're gonna do animal husbandry. In 10 turns, we'll have animal husbandry. That's because I'm producing only 4 science per turn. But as I increase, that'll change. And then you get this next turn button, and then it rotates through the other players. It'll rotate through the city-states. City-states is something cool. I like city-states a lot. They're like independent cities that aren't part of another culture. They don't expand like the other cultures do. Like, I can build other cities. City-states can't, but the other cultures in the world can. So they'll build city-states. They'll build cities, but city-states are useful. City-states, when you're friends or allies with city-states, they give you gifts, but also later on, if you're going for a culture, diplomacy victory, a diplomatic victory, city-states give you more votes. They will vote for you if you're allied with them. All right, let's get this hill over here so we can get more expansion over there. That went off more than I expected it to. I thought it would dead end over there. All right, not a whole lot I can do right now, so we'll just keep going. It's got a dead end over here pretty soon. I can't imagine that's a land bridge going somewhere. Let's go find out. Wow, it goes out pretty far. You can see over here in the city, you can see I'm getting, I'm 2 turns away from getting a population increase. I'm 4 turns away from getting my scout. Okay, that's got to be the end of it right there. Oh, there we go. All right, I knew that was going to end in a peninsula somewhere. Couldn't believe that was going out that far. All right, so we've gone through that section. Let's go back. Do we want to go? There's mountains there. I suspect I'm going to be stuck going that way. But let's see. We'll find out. I want to see where those mountains go. I'm planning on sending my scout this way. And once I get my scout built, I'll probably just send my warrior back to my town to defend it. But maybe not. We'll see. It's not a bad idea to have a warrior out exploring as well as your scout, because warriors are stronger than your scouts, so it's not necessarily a bad idea. There you go. My population in Palenque has grown. Palenque is now population 2. You get this nice little notice over here, and you can just right-click and close that off. So early in the game with something like this, there's not always something to do. Wait for things to happen, which kind of sucks a little bit.
Our capital city.
Sorry.
Only one military.
Okay, so Palenque built my my scout. Yay! So I can send my scout. Let's go send my scout up this way. I can now start sending my scout up north and exploring up there. And then I get to choose what to build in Palenque. Now that I got my scout built, do I want to build a worker? I do want a worker, but 17 turns is a long time to wait. Oh, look, I get this guy right away. Ah, that's kind of interesting. We want that worker, but I know it's a long time. It seems like a lot of waste of resources right now to build a worker, especially when I've only got a population of 2. Let's go build a monument. Let's go build a monument. The monument increases my culture. I'll start building culture from the monument. So we'll go ahead and build a monument. It's a good basic building to build in almost every city. Gets things going. So let's look at what I discovered. Yeah, mountain range right there. But look, I can keep going around the mountain range this way. Okay, so this is nice. So mountains are impassable terrain. You can't get around a mountain. That's fine. I mean, I can literally just walk around the mountain. That's fine. I can't go through the mountain range, but I can go around it. It's fine. Mountains are kind of annoying. I should have gone on top of that hill to get some better view things. So let's go over to this hill over here. Let's do it this way. Look, there's wheat. Wheat's great for building food. This might not be a bad area to look at building another city. You want to build your cities at least 4 hexes apart from each other, at least 4 tiles away from each other. But what you're going to find is that your city will expand out 3 hexes. You know, big hexagonal circles, 3 hexes. And so I like to try and maximize my city resources that way. But also, building right here wouldn't be a bad idea to get access to these wheat use sources right here to get all that extra food. Oh, I wasted all that time not hitting next turn. You can see there's a river right here. Rivers don't actually cost anything extra.
Thou shalt not muzzle the ox when he treadeth out the corn.
Food resources. Tiles next to rivers produce more food. So animal husbandry. We now have animal husbandry. Yay! Let's see. I can now build caravans, which doesn't do me any good because I don't have anybody to trade with. But I can see this mountain over here. That's kind of cool. Let's go ahead and move my units. We'll just move. Oh, I found a barbarian encampment.
Ne,
And I found the Shoshone. I am Pocatello of the Shoshone. I greet you with a peaceful and prosperous relationship. Good. Nice, right? Yeah, so it's neutral. We don't have anything that makes him like us or not like us. But there's Pocatello of the Shoshone. So that must be them right there. Oh, I can see. Yeah, there's the Shoshone. That's their Pathfinder, the Shoshone Pathfinder. I think we'll ignore them for right now, but let's go back up to my scout. Let's move my scout here. Let's see where I want to go. Oh, there's a border right there. That means that there's a city-state. You can tell it's a city-state as opposed to a regular state. As opposed to a regular culture because of the dotted lines. See, look at my border right here. That's what the other culture's borders are going to look like. That is a city-state border. Well, let's go find out who they are. Not close enough. Alright. What do I want to research next? What do I want to research next? I think I'm going to go for pottery because I really want to... I'm eventually going to want to get out there to theology. No, honestly, I don't... Pottery, I don't know. Mining, archery... Archery doesn't give me anything except that it leads to the wheel, which will be important later. Yeah, let's go ahead and go for pottery. Pottery's good for now. I'm sure some of you who know about this game
The enemy unit you are near.
And are screaming at me because I'm making stupid comments or something. I don't know. I never said I was the best
One of your combat
player at this game in the world. Quill 18, I am not. If you really want to watch somebody who knows how to play this game fantastically, go watch Quill 18. He's great. Might have been a mistake. It was a minor defeat, but...
We have failed.
But sometimes beating them down makes it easier for you later. That's in their territory, and city-states don't generally like it when you enter their territory, but I want to know who they are, so I'm going to go in there.
City-state.
Oh, yeah.
A city-state has requested your
I'm the city-state of
assistance.
Kabul. They're not allied with anybody. I'm the first great empire that they've met, so they give me 30 gold. They're a cultured city-state, which means that they're going to provide me with culture. They have pearls available. So if I become an ally of the city-state, they're going to trade pearls with me, and it adds pearl to my trade network, which is really useful. And new resources are great.
Excuse me.
Yeah, okay. So there we go, Kabul. I've met Kabul. Okay, so the city-states will expand, like their borders will expand, their population will get bigger, but they won't ever build settlers and build new cities. So that's kind of the things I like. So notice I've met the city-state of Kabul. There we are. So I can interact with Kabul. I can pledge to protect them, which I will. I can give them gifts. I don't have any money, but if I wanted to, I could give them one of my 2 units. I don't want to, but I could. And that increases my influence with them, which is this right here. Right now I have 0 influence. I need 30 influence to become friends. And probably 60 influence. I think it's 60 influence to become an ally. And then later on, you'll be competing for city-states with other civilizations for more allies.
Okay, there you have it, Civ 5. I told you it was a blast, wasn't it? It's a really great game, huh? So yeah, check it out. There's multiplayer version too. You can play that, so you can play with your friends online. You can the basic game is available on Steam, as are the 2 expansions. And if you're not a Steam fan, of course it's available at any of your favorite local game stores, I'm sure. And that's really all I got to say about Civilization. Great game. I highly recommend it. 5 out of 5 puppets from this puppet here. So go check it out. Yeah, 5 out of 5 puppets. That's a horrible ranking system. I'm gonna have to come up with something better. But in the meantime, how about this? 5 out of 5 puppet paws. 5 out of 5 puppet paws. That's what I'll rank it. 5 out of 5 puppet paws. Maybe what I think about is I should come up with a real ranking system. And in the meantime, 5 out of 5 puppet paws. And yeah, that's it. Go check out Civilization 5. It's a great game. I highly recommend it. So until next time, keep playing games. Bye.